Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel EzyMentor. So, previous video we have discussed how to create charts using a data, and we have created many charts using the data, and we can see this is our data, and we have created pivot tables, and using pivot tables we have created so many data, so many charts, different types of charts. And here you can see I have put all my charts into a new sheet and arranged them accordingly. Then you can see here there is a pie chart, there's a bar chart, multiple bar charts. You can see donut charts, you can see radar charts. Like this, there are so many charts inside this dashboard, and we are going to create a dashboard which is going to work according to the slicer, and we are going to create connections between the slicer and the charts, so we can see how to connect the charts and slicer. So I'm going to arrange my charts to place my slicer on my right side of the chart, and I want to put slicer. So I have put my all charts in a perfect order, and on view I want to remove the grid lines from this sheet. So I remove all the grid lines from the sheet. Then I want to resize the sheet to see all charts in a quick glance. So here you can see all my charts in a quick glance. So let's move to create slicer to this chart. First of all, click on the chart, then go to the pivot chart analyze. Here you can see insert slicer. Then you can insert slicer according to any of the criteria. I am going to add according to exam result. Then you can see here the slicer came for the our condition. I arranged that slicer just near to my first pie chart. Then again I want to create one more slicer. So same method, using interest in the subject study. So like this I have created two slicers. I have placed these slicers on the top of my dashboard. Now you can see this is my dashboard. This is the perfect view of my dashboard. I'm just arranging the charts once more. Okay, perfect. Here we can change the colors, change the style, everything of the charts according to your wish. I'm just going to move this chart color to like this, and I want to move this pie chart also. I want to change this pie chart design also into a different one. Okay, let's see how the dashboard is going to work. Okay, enough. So this is my dashboard, and if you click on this slicer, nothing happens in my chart. So if you want to do connections with chart and the slicer, first of all clear the filter. Next step is click on a slicer, go to the slicer. On top of the ribbon you can see slicer, and inside slicer you can see report connections. Once more, click on the slicer, go to the slicer. Again on the report connections you can see report connections, which manage pivot tables and slicer is connected to, which means the slicer and the pivot tables. We can add slicer for pivot tables also. I have just created using the chart. So slicer is to connect the pivot tables together. So sorry, not the slicer. Using report connections, you can connect all the pivot tables with the slicer according to the slicer condition. So here my slicer is exam result. I'm going to connect this slicer to all my pivot tables which I have created. So click on all the pivot tables. So here you can see I have connected to all my pivot tables this exam result. So while we click on OK, and if I click on any of the category on the exam result, I'm going to click on the failed. You can see while I click on failed, the chart arrange according to the condition. So I am going to clear the filter. Now I want to add again connection with this slicer. So again go to the slicer, click on the ribbon, slicer, report connections, and stick all the pivot tables, which means for connecting to all pivot tables. This slicer is going to connect with all pivot tables, and you can click on OK. You can see here, if we click on any of the category, the charts will be arranged according to the criteria. Here you can see the charts are arranging according to the criteria. So here you can see in this chart, while the while the filter came to the chart, you can see this chart is only of interesting subject study. Those whole says no, and you can see those whole says no and how many of them failed and how many of them passed. Again, if we click on yes, you can see here the change happening in the chart. And I've gone to clear all the filter and I want to add exam results failed. So here you can see on the chart the failed result only. Here also you can see the chart accordingly. So this is the function of slicer and the report connections, which means report connections will connect all the pivot tables, connect to the all, which means our slicer will be connected to all the pivot tables and the changes will be happening according to our selections. So that's all for today. So this is the method we are going to implement in dashboards. So like this we can create creative charts and you can add connections like this. Okay then, thank you for today. Bye bye.